Welcome to the Family Geekery Podcast, a podcast for geeks from a family of geeks. We talk about comics, video games, and anything else geeky. I'm Chris.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Danny.
And this episode, we're going to be talking about Jackpot and Black Cat, a recent comic from Marvel Comics with a couple great characters in it and a good storyline.
Yes,
But
sir.
Before we get into that,
Geeky weeks.
that's right, we're going to talk about our Geeky Weeks. So who's going to kick off the Geeky Weeks? Danny?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, I'm still watching Bridgerton. I'm on season 2.
Oh, season 2 is my favorite.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I think I'm like 7 episodes in.
So you're almost done with it.
Yeah,
Nice.
Binging away.
I am binging. But other than that, there's not much going on. I'm busy.
Word.
How about you, Amber?
So I've been reading The Hobbit, listening to The Hobbit, and I realized that it's been a long time since I've seen the Hobbit movies. So I gave the first one a watch because I knew that I was past that part in the book. So I watched the Unexpected Journey and loved it just as much as I did right when it came out. Still think Martin Freeman is the best guy to play the Hobbit. I think he's a great Bilbo. And that's like the main thing I did. Besides that, I've been playing my usual games, House Flipper, Sims, League. I don't know if I talked about playing Fire Emblem Engage last week.
I don't think
still
so.
Playing. Oh, well then I started playing Fire Emblem Engage, which is the newest Fire Emblem game. And it's got an interesting concept. It's bringing back a lot of characters from previous games, as sort of like, for lack of better words, like force spirit, a force ghost kind of vibes. So it's weird. Their souls basically live in these rings, and if your character has the ring on, then you can like merge with them, and then you get super buff powers. So it's kind of interesting. It's weird, but I'm not super far into that. So
What if you put 5 rings in your hand and then snapped your fingers?
I don't think that happens in this game.
Oh.
Only one person can be with one emblem is what they're called, which is funny because it's Fire Emblem. So
Cool.
yeah.
So is that like a turn-based RPG or?
Yeah, it's like all the Fire Emblem games. So like you got the grid and you put your person on the grid and they move and then they fight.
Okay, like Advance Wars. Tactics type game.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that game, yeah, just like that game.
Well, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. What about you?
Let's see. So I talked about playing the Fortnite Festival House or whatever it's called a couple weeks ago. And I loaded it up again and I grabbed a guitar. And it's the most recent guitar I have. It's Rock Band 4 guitar for PlayStation, and it's Bluetooth. So I figured that would work. And then after going to the website and seeing that it's a Bluetooth controller, but it doesn't work on PC, then
Oof.
I said, okay. So what does work? Because it's on the approved guitar list. Well, they have this chart that shows which guitars are approved for which systems.
So it's approved for like Fortnite on the PlayStation or something.
Right. So PlayStation 4 and 5 it would work with. So I was like, okay, I've got a PlayStation. I'll just download this 88 gigabyte game that I've already got on my computer.
At least it's free.
And
Mm-hmm.
2.5 hours later, I load it up. It recognizes my guitar, and it says, "Oh, cool. Hey, here, collect this stuff." I'm like, "Why am I collecting stuff? I've never played this game on the PlayStation before." And it says, "Oh, congratulations, you're level 18." I'm like, oh, what the heck?
What?
And I had instant flashbacks to about 10 years ago when Danny started playing Fortnite on a PlayStation and
Really?
logging into an Epic account on the PlayStation. And it immediately links, and this is something I probably helped her with, so it's not her fault. It immediately links your PlayStation account to your Epic account. So forever and always, my PlayStation account is linked with her Epic account. So
So
she's like,
is my name changed if I log in?
so it shows my PlayStation name on there, but it's linked to your Epic account. So on your Epic account, it shows your screen name, but on PlayStation, it shows, my PlayStation name. So
Weird.
I sent her a picture, and she's like, "Yep, that's me." So I was like, "Okay, well, I could either play on here and unlock stuff for you, or I can just create another Epic account or another Sony account and link it to another Epic account." So I signed up for a Sony account, and it says,
What,
"Hey, do you have
Danny?
an?"
You didn't want the free stuff?
I didn't
I
want to mess
said he
anything
could
up.
if he wanted to.
Oh.
So I signed up for the PlayStation account, logged in, and it says, "Hey, do you have an Epic account? Because we can link it now for you." And I was like, "Well, I don't want to do that just in case." And it said, "Well, if you don't do it now, you can never, ever, ever do it." I'm like, "This is just stupid. It's
That's
just
so
stupid."
weird.
So I linked it
Hmm.
to a second Epic account that I have also. So
What about your original Epic account? Why didn't you link it there?
I didn't want to cross the streams because different names and email addresses, and I just didn't want to mess anything up. So
Okay.
I just wanted to see if the darn guitar would work. So I finally get into the game, got the guitar set up, which was a little janky. But once I got it set up, oh, let me rewind back for a second.
Okay.
What led me to get into the guitar was I did log in on the computer, and I went to play. And remember, I'm still kind of new to this whole Fortnite thing.
Right.
And so I loaded Fortnite. I clicked on Festival, and all of a sudden, I'm sitting there with three other people, and they've picked their songs, and they're looking at me like, "Hey, buddy, pick your song. Hey, buddy, pick your song." I just logged in. I don't even know if my controls are set right. And this is at this point, I had connected the guitar to the computer via Bluetooth, and it shows up in Windows, and it says everything's cool, but I hadn't done any settings in Fortnite yet for it. So I'm trying to investigate the settings, and these three people are like, pick a song, and then every now and then over voice chat, which I learned how to disable, you'd hear.
Nice.
I'm like, some 3-year-olds giving me flack for not picking a song. So I picked a song, and somehow, well, the guitar didn't work, right? We already knew that. But somehow the keyboard controls that worked the last time I played it were completely different. And not only that, there's an icon on the screen that says strum. I'm like, what do you mean strum? So there's a pro version of controls that, on the regular version, you just hit the keys when the things come down the lanes.
Yeah.
On the pro version, you have to press the keys and strum just like Guitar Hero.
Oh.
But you have to click the mouse to strum?
You have to hit the enter key in my case.
Oh.
So long story short, about halfway through the song, I do get to where I'm playing, and it was set on easy bass. So I was failing miserably at easy bass until I figured out what number. And it wasn't even the same letters that it was last time.
Yeah.
So I get that all set up. I finished the song. In fact, I finished 4 songs. And I was like, okay, we need to find out about this guitar. That's when I found out guitar only works on PlayStation. So fast forward back to the PlayStation, get the guitar set up, set it on pro mode so I can strum. And let me tell you,
Did it work?
I ate.
You
It was like
ate?
it was like I'd never put down a plastic guitar in my life. It's like that plastic guitar was part of my life for the last 10 years, even though I haven't played Guitar Hero in a decade.
But
I was
what
just
mode did you play?
I
Easy?
was shredding. No. I
You
was
get up
shredding
to
on
medium?
medium lead guitar.
You gotta go to expert. I play on
I
expert.
I didn't
Whoa,
want to.
Danny plays on expert. You gotta beat her.
We have
Guitar's
to
your
battle
thing.
royale.
Well, I still haven't got the latency right yet on that, but
Mm,
I was able to have a good time with it. So
nice.
We gotta squad up.
Oh no.
yeah, I saw Amber in the waiting room or something like that in the lobby when I was setting all this up.
What?
I'm surprised you didn't say something.
What?
It said you were in the lobby. Were
What do
you
you
in the
mean?
Fortnite,
Fortnite
lobby
lobby?
recently?
No.
It said you were.
Well,
I
if
loaded
like-
up
she's
my Epic to
yeah, she
claim
might have
the
been on
free
her
game
Epic
the other day.
because
Oh,
it shows if they're playing another Epic game.
I haven't
Then they're
played Epic
online.
games in so long.
weird.
But I might just be like idle because like the program might be open. I don't know.
Who knows? But it was fun. I'm gonna have to play some more. Get the guitar tuned in so I can get the latency right, which, as I told you last time, is an absolute nightmare to get
It'll
set right.
never be right.
Right.
Yep.
Just play good rhythm games like Osu
Okay.
And Muse Dash.
and Muse Dash. But with Osu you can download any song that you want pretty much.
But as a result of this, it looks like older guitars that are PC compatible are selling for a lot of money on eBay.
Because of Fortnite?
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. That's kind of neat to see. You know, all these things that like a year ago you could have picked up in Goodwill for $3
50
are now
cents.
selling for $200 on eBay.
Jeez.
But yeah, so I did that. What else? I haven't picked up my games on Steam sale yet, but I'm going to. Ends in a couple days.
Baldur's Gate. Danny,
That's-
get it too.
It's in the cart. But there's a couple other ones that I'm going to pick up also.
House Flipper
And-
2 is on sale.
Other than that, oh, one more thing. One more thing for the Geeky Week. Saturday, went to the local comic shop because a friend of the podcast, Charlie McElvey, was there putting on a little workshop on how to create comics. And it was neat. They had a table set up and a couple fold-out chairs for us to sit in the audience. And he talked about finding artists and finding publishers and, you know, workshopping your ideas, and talked about a bunch of stuff, answered a lot of questions from both Instagram and from the live audience, and had a
Wow.
good old time. So it was kind of
Nice.
neat. So
Cool.
Family Geekery is going to have to make a comic at some point. I've got a story.
Okay.
Cool. Well, that's about it. So now that Geeky Weeks are over, let's talk about
Over.
the episode topic, which is Jackpot and Black Cat.
Number 1.
Number 1, issue number 1. So this is a comic that you had already picked up, correct, Amber?
Yep. You're welcome for
Yeah,
putting
you're
it on your radar.
Yep. And as soon as I saw it in the Marvel Unlimited app as being a new release, I thought, hey, let's check that out. So
Yeah. Give me an excuse to actually read the things that I buy.
yeah, never a bad idea to do that.
Nope.
I'm going to start that someday too. I've got about
I'm just-
40 years of comics I need to catch up on.
I'm just too busy reading books.
Well, that's
Lame.
your problem.
I know.
That's too many words.
Too many
Yeah.
words, not
Not
enough
I need
pictures.
pictures.
So how much did you know about Jackpot before reading this, both of you?
Zip.
I had opened the first page when I saw it in the store. and read the little synopsis about it. And I didn't know that Jackpot was. I had no idea who Jackpot was, but I knew who Black Cat was, and so I knew that it was MJ. But I didn't know until looking at it this time that she had her cool gauntlet. So all I knew that it was just two of Spider-Man's ex-girlfriends hanging out and fighting crime. That's the only thing I knew before reading it.
Cool. So Jackpot, the character, actually came out, I think, in like 2008 or 9 in the
Really?
Spider-Man series, and it was a different character. It was a different human,
Oh.
and it was a female. And then she got tired of the powers, so she passed them on to somebody. It kind of sounded like a Green Lantern type thing. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what happened there. But then, as it happens, I guess Spider-Man or Peter Parker and Mary Jane got like teleported to other Earth or alternate Earth or something. And they were kind of stuck there. They made some friends. I guess they were able to send Peter Parker back. And then Mary Jane stayed there for 4 years trying to find a way back. And in that process, she was hanging out with that Paul dude that's in the comic.
Oh.
So Paul and her, I guess, have a relationship. I don't know if you gathered that much, but
Couldn't tell.
they were there in that alternate universe. And then they figured out a way to get back. And in the process of being in that alternate universe, they had adopted 2 kids.
Oh.
Hmm.
I think a boy and a girl. So they get beamed back to regular Earth. What is it, 616 or whatever it is?
Yeah. I think.
And turns out those kids were fake apparitions made by a bad guy.
They
so-
pulled a Wanda.
Yeah, like Wanda.
They
No!
fully pulled a Wanda.
That's so
I'm,
sad.
Oh no.
I'm reading this and I'm like, didn't that just happen? Like, do these writers not talk to each other, or do they talk
Oh
too
my
much to each
God.
other?
They're like, ooh,
So
that's a
poof.
good one.
So bad
Look at how
guy
I should use that.
makes the 2 kids poof gone.
Dang.
So
That's so
Uh,
sad.
MJ and Paul are in mourning. They're mourning the loss of their kids, and in the process of that, MJ's friend, who's Black Cat, said,
Mm.
"Hey, you know what would be a good way to deal with this grief is to use your powers to help other people."
Mhm.
So Paul, being the tech guy, had created that gauntlet for
Guy
her.
in the chair. That's his name.
That's
Guy
what
in
it
the chair.
is.
What?
Guy in the
I
chair
s-
created
I said he was like Ned, the guy behind the desk.
the guy.
I'm behind the desk.
I was like, what's it
That's
called? And Dad's like, I don't know who Ned is. I was like, the guy in the chair.
I don't got time for Ned. Used to be guy in the van. But yeah, guy in the desk makes gauntlet for Jackpot, and the gauntlet, I don't know if you noticed what it was doing, but it's
well,
basically
I
a slot
read what
machine.
it's doing. Yeah.
So it's a slot machine that can give her powers. Now, did you know that if she gets 3 skulls, she dies
What?
instantly? Yeah.
No, I didn't.
So there's got to be some kind of risk involved, I guess. They didn't put that in this issue, but from the backstory, that's what I read about this gauntlet. That
Wow.
there is a bad side to it.
Well, it's like Jackpot, like gambling, so she's gambling with
Right.
her
Yeah.
life.
Wow, nice job, Danny.
But
Hey.
part of her, I
All
guess,
that
part of her
AP,
powers,
AP English classes.
I think, is enhanced luck or something. So, much like Domino. I don't know.
Like the powers of the gauntlet or the powers of her?
Of her that made the gauntlet a good idea.
She's
That's-
got powers?
That's inference. I'm not sure if
Very-
that's
oh,
true or
okay.
not.
Okay.
So that's how we open up, is her in her red suit.
Wait, but I've got a question about Spider-Man.
Okay.
So what? She just like
She got a
Wait,
new
wait.
man.
she got a new man?
She got a new man.
Spider-Man got poofed back and she stayed there for 4 years, got over it, got a new boo,
And had fake
got
kids.
new babies.
I'm not sure that they were still together at that point, anyways.
Oh, okay.
He's with Gwen. Maybe.
All right, so we open up with Jackpot kind of flying around New York City, and Black Cat scoping out a flying casino.
Yeah, that sounds so cool.
A flying invisible casino that only
Full of criminals.
bad people know about. And apparently they're bad people, but they're also so dumb that they don't know they're going to lose their money there because a bad person runs it. Like, where's the honor in running a good, fair casino anymore that flies through the air invisibly?
Right.
So Black Cat has her eyes on stealing some money from bad guy in his casino, and unknowingly, Jackpot is sensing that people are in trouble or something's happening, and she gets basically smacked midair by this flying casino, and she goes, "Oh, this must be it. Let's see if the people inside are okay." Like, what makes you think huge flying invisible thing smacks you, and oh, I should check on the people inside? Like, you just got hit by a freaking plane.
She's got superpowers. She don't care.
Yeah. So she, this is the first time we see her little gauntlet thing in action in this series. There was a series before this just called Jackpot. That was just her. So she ding ding dings and gets some armor. She's like, no, that's no good. And then she tries again. She spins again because certainly there's no repercussions, right?
No cooldown.
Yeah, no
Zero
cooldown.
cooldown.
And no tokens necessary. And she gets a portal. She gets portal skills, but
yeah, but
only
not the
black.
cool blue and orange ones.
Yeah, not the blue and orange ones, just the black one. And so she gets in, and she notices that, hey, the power's out in this thing. Which, if you take the power out of an invisible ship, it just doesn't turn uninvisible. It probably starts dropping out of the sky, but we're not going to worry about that.
It's okay. It's superhero.
It's got batteries. It's got backup batteries that keep it in the sky, but don't keep it invisible, apparently.
Right. So she's like, well, I need to get this power back on. It's a good thing I've got a nerd in a chair. Is that what it is? Dude in a chair.
Guy in the chair.
Guy in the chair. That happens to know exactly how to rewire a flying invisible casino.
Yeah.
And he talks her through rewiring it to get the power back on, but Black Cat doesn't want the power on because that's how she's getting around and stealing stuff without people knowing. And that's how they meet. So,
right. Hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah, like, hey, haven't seen you in a while.
Haven't seen you since the heist they went on together.
Right. Which must have been in that other series.
Yeah.
So Black Cat steals some money. Mary Jane or Jackpot foils it a little bit, but lets her keep some of it.
Sends the rest to charity.
Sends the rest to charity. That's the right thing to do. And
they're buddies.
Yeah, so we got a chick buddy comic going on, which is always cool. But Jackpot kind of senses there's something not right? Something is not right with her friend. So what did they find out was not right?
She's getting blackmailed.
Got some text shenanigans.
Yeah, so in the casino, she was getting some direction via text that was telling her what to do, to steal this money. And apparently she's being blackmailed by some social media app.
Yeah. Very, very 21st century. I feel like I've seen this concept in like TV shows and stuff before.
Disney movie.
Which Disney movie is that?
There's one about like this super phone that like whatever they put in the phone, it comes true.
The Build a Better Boy?
No. Another one. It doesn't matter.
So Felicia doesn't really want to talk about it. MJ just wants to help her friend. But she's like, step back. I got to deal with this myself. And
yeah.
MJ kind of figures out.
She doesn't want to put MJ at risk.
Yeah, and then MJ kind of figures out, hey, my friend wouldn't be going to these lengths to mask what's happening unless she wasn't the one that was in danger. There must be somebody else. So she follows her home and finds out that her friend does have someone that she cares about at home. And obviously she's protecting this significant other of hers. Doesn't want her girlfriend getting mixed up in this blackmail mess.
Yeah.
She also has a cat.
Two
Cats.
Yeah,
And a cat on her phone case.
I thought you guys would key in on that.
They're cute.
That's one of the first things. Was Danny was reading it. She's like, "There's a cat on the phone. She's got a cat on her phone case." I'm like, is that all you've gotten from the book so far?
Mm-hmm. It's because she's black cat. But she has a white cat and a white and black cat.
Yeah.
And she's a black cat. So they're
with white hair.
They're white, black, and white and black.
Black and white.
Black and white. Cat.
And white and black.
There's a little cat Venn diagram going on right now. So of course, MJ figures out that Black Cat doesn't want to get her girlfriend mixed up in this. Doesn't want to bring any attention. Doesn't want any danger following her around.
Yeah, she knows what it's like to be protected by her super partner.
Yeah, that's a good little theme recurrence that happened. That's pretty cool. So of course, completely understanding that, MJ just stepped completely out of the situation and didn't mess with anything, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Nope.
Hey, Paul, what do we know about this app?
Right. So she gets Nerd Boy to figure out that some of the source code of the app, which he happened to scour because Black Cat's phone automatically sync up with their home Wi-Fi.
Yep.
That makes sense.
That's always something. That's going to make people not use their friends' Wi-Fi anymore. Like, hey,
all you need is a guy in a chair, and then you'll find out who's blackmailing me and make things worse.
My best friend, I visit her all the time, and she's dating a really, really smart computer nerd guy. Maybe I shouldn't attach to their Wi-Fi. So that's a lesson for the listeners.
Well, maybe she should be a good friend and listen to her friend.
Well,
and not go behind her back.
Well, then we wouldn't have a comic book, Danny.
It'd be a short issue then, wouldn't it? So they figure out that the source code is similar to the source code of some viral social media app that's blowing up or something.
TikTok Riz Party.
Right. Right. Some Marvel equivalent to TikTok.
Hype House.
Hype House.
What was the other one? The Vines? It's like a Vines. Like a viral video thing.
Vine.
Vines.
Rip Vine.
So Jackpot goes and confronts the CEO of this company.
Just straight up, just flies right in.
She's like, hey.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Like, you shouldn't be doing this. And he says, it's not me. And he just about gets blown up if she didn't save him. Had the little laser sight on his forehead and everything. And I think she got him out of the way in time. But after that, her phone starts blowing up. And people are attacking her and stuff. So basically everybody...
people have the app.
Yeah. Everybody in the world decides to put on some kind of a mask. And start attacking her with frying pans.
Hockey stick. That guy's got a gun.
We've got a handgun. And she escapes from that angry mob that all has phones that say, take out Jackpot. And then her phone dings. And they're like, hey, you need to step off or we're going to kill Paul. Dun, dun, dun. And so the last thing we see is Black Cat catching up to her with a little thing on her phone that says, take down Jackpot. Like, hey, we need to talk.
What did you do?
What did you do? So that's our cliffhanger. And we've always talked about issue ones have to have a good cliffhanger, like introduce the characters, have some struggle, and then leave you with a little cliffhanger that makes you want to go buy issue number 2.
Oh my gosh, I just realized something in that last frame. Black Cat, she's got a little paw print on the bottom of her boot.
So when she walks around, she leaves little paws.
She got
toe
beans.
beans.
So if she walks in the snow, does it just look like a cat walking around New York City?
Oh, that
Mhm.
would be so cute.
Nice. It's a good touch. So what do you guys think of issue number 1 of Jackpot and Black Cat?
I liked it. I think Jackpot's outfit's a little bit whack.
It's got some hints to Spider-Woman.
Yeah. Was she Spider-Woman?
No.
Oh.
But I mean, eventually you run out of color schemes to put on the only one
It's like-
spandex suit that they put on females.
Right? It's red, but then there's like Spider-Man Venom accents, and then she's got pink arms. Like, what? But besides that, I liked it. I'm excited to read the rest of what I have.
Maybe Paul made a Jackpot app that took different colors for different parts of your suit and randomized.
That
Like
would
when
be
you're
cool.
like when you're playing an RPG and you just hit that little randomized character button and just fly with it.
Where's her eyeball ring? That's a Sims 4 reference.
So what about you, Danny? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites we read.
Nice.
Almost up there with Groot.
Yeah. Well, Groot don't talk that much, so.
Groot don't talk. This one had cats.
Yeah.
Cats beat Groot.
Yeah. Ooh, Groot cat. Write it down, Marvel.
Well, considering the Groots that I made you read, they weren't exactly like MCU Groot.
I don't remember. Oh, it was like his backstory.
Yeah,
Groot planet.
like big ugly Groot guy.
But yeah, it was really interesting. It makes me want to read the next one. See
So
who
far
dies.
there's 4 out.
As long as they don't
think-
kill the cats.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Now you can add black. If you get another cat, you can add Black Cat with your MJ
I
and
can name my
Gwen.
next cat Felicia.
Yeah.
Gwen, MJ, and Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
And Ned. You need a Ned.
Ned Cat.
Ned and a Paul.
Cat in the chair.
I need my cat in the chair.
Well, cool. We'll have to read some more of this one. It was good. I'll forgive them the little Scarlet Witch throwback of killing the kids, but
That wasn't in here.
Yeah.
yeah, that wasn't
It's
in the
okay.
story.
I wonder if that predated WandaVision.
I don't think so.
Oh.
They're like, ooh,
'Cause
good idea.
I think them coming back to regular Earth was fairly recent.
Got it.
Well, at least
But-
she didn't.
In their defense, they were not in this universe when that TV show aired, so we can't blame them.
True. Now I wonder. I think it's going to be cool to see how this like technology is the villain thing pans out, because that's not something that we've seen very much in the comics, at least the ones that I've read.
So is this going to be an opportunity to get all woke and say that social media is the death of us all?
Well, I don't know. We might be playing at a Mark Zuckerberg kind of angle here.
But it's looking like Mark Zuckerberg is the puppet.
Yeah, I want to know who the puppet is.
Who the puppet master?
Yeah, the puppet master.
Spider-Man.
Probably some congressman.
It's always.
It's always some corrupt politician pulling the strings of the tech giants. It's not their fault.
Or is it the other way around?
Well, it kind of cycles back and forth. That's as political as we'll get here on Family Geekery.
Mm-hmm.
I promise.
There's really funny TikToks. I'm breaking that promise real quick, because you guys have to watch the funny TikToks that are like things that are younger than Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Oh boy.
Have you seen the ship edits?
No, but I heard of them.
Because they're gonna like go play golf together or something. Anyways.
Why can't we go back to the days where it was all... See, now we're bringing it back to Family Geekery. When it was all AI, Joe Biden and Obama and Trump playing Minecraft together. And
Oh, yeah.
those were funny. Those were the days.
You know, by saying some of those names, you've just got our podcast targeted by the NSA or something.
Well,
Like, they're
then
talking-
maybe
they're
that'll give
talking
us
about
some
'em.
clout. Maybe that'll give us some clout.
Those are our cats' names.
Joe
No.
Byron. My cat's name's Joe Byron. All right. Well, I think that's gonna on that note.
On that note, derailed a tiny bit, but it's okay.
That's all right. We'll bring
You
it
love
back.
us anyways.
That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. You guys want more of this comic, right?
Yeah.
I have more of this comic.
Yeah.
More cats.
I need our local comic book shop to give me a box so that I don't have to worry about getting it every month.
We'll have to have a talk with them.
Local comic shop, give me a box.
Nice. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you as always for listening. Go check out our socials. Check out our YouTube channel. See what's going on there. If you like this episode, go ahead and share it with a friend. See if they'd like it too. Let us know if you've read any of the Black Cat and Jackpot stuff or the Jackpot solo stuff. Let us know. Find us. Tell us. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
But thank you as always for listening. And until next time, peace out.
out.
Peace out.
And geek out.
Geek out. Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.